Yeah, the camp song was great. I actually DOA, despite all of its problems, and there were many.
Oh, it's a very catchy song.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
That's Thunderbolt.
Oh, so
Annabeth's song was lovely.
yeah,
That one was really good.
Good.
I didn't like how they made it quiet at the end. I know what they were trying to go for, but it didn't work.
Yeah. You're right. It's this like huge crescendo, and we're like ready to clap, and then she like says the line of the chorus again, and then they're like, boom. You're like,
Well, they're trying to do it's similar. It's not a sad song, but it's like Burn, where it gets really, really big and then gets quiet right at the end.
Yeah.
That's not the best example, but like that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Giraffe, what did you discover about teardrop tattoos?
It can be actually kind of a lot of things.
Can it be when you
Some
kill
of
a
it
beloved
can be
literary
if
character?
you've killed someone. Some of it can be signifying spend time in prison. Sometimes specifically, let's just say to keep this more PG, if someone has been assaulted in a certain way while incarcerated.
I see.
All of these seem
not good things.
And sometimes the loss of a family member.
Mm-hmm.
That one seems a little...
That's more...
seem not great for
Yeah,
Broadway actor Chris McCarroll.
Probably just nothing that he's experienced. Except maybe the loss of a family member, but still maybe not the best way to express it. Fish.
Yeah,
Here, fish.
So those are the various meanings.
What else we got? There's so much.
I felt like I was having a heart attack when I was watching this musical. So, you know... Wait, I just thought of like 3 more things in this one scene. So, you know, his mom... They get attacked by the Minotaur.
Oh.
And his mom, like, in the book, the Minotaur grabs her and she, like, dissolves into golden light.
Mm-hmm.
And which makes it clear that she's not dead.
Yeah.
Something else hinky went on.
Yeah.
So, the Minotaur attacks.
4 squares north, 3 squares right.
Oh.
Do I have that already?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
The Minotaur stomps his mother into the ground.
Oh!
She lies there unmoving for a long time, and you're like,
dead.
Is she dead? And then the lights are not nearly out enough, so you see her stand up and run away. But you're like, is she dead? Or, yeah. And then Percy defeats the Minotaur, and Grover goes, Percy, don't pass out! Don't pass out! And then he's like, yeah, I agree. And then Percy's like, what's happening? Like, he sings.
Yeah,
Sings
and
a
then...
song about how he doesn't know what's happening.
And then
Annabeth, standing on a normal dolly, pushed by
Luke. It was pushed by Luke.
Just kind of goes by him, and he's like, who's that? Am I dreaming? And then we move on.
Oh, okay.
And then he wakes up.
Well,
and
Simon
Annabeth
shows
is
up
like,
first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was also very funny, but...
But I still don't think it should have been.
No, it was a dramatic moment.
It was a dramatic moment, and then Poseidon is completely played for laughs.
Yeah.
Because he's this surfer dude.
Yeah.
With a surfer accent.
Was Poseidon in the Hawaiian shirt in the book? I forget.
I think he was.
He is at points,
But that's just like a fun detail that you chuckle at. It's
Yeah.
not supposed to be hilarious.
And, like, he's, like, described as being, like, kindly and wise, not, like, what comes from the sea must return to the sea.
Also played by Chiron, because again, they
Yeah.
only have one tall white guy.
Yeah. That just... So many things in this musical just happen, and you have to accept that and move on. And, like, after the travesty that was the movie, I appreciate that they tried so hard to stick to the book, but they tried way too hard to stick to the book.
Except for
Thank
parts where they cut out basically the whole
Effort.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Act
act break.
one.
The act break happens when they decide they're going on the quest.
Which,
Little spin move.
makes sense as a good act break, as opposed to at some random point in the middle of the journey. But, like, then you have literally no time for the journey.
Also, can we talk about how the Medusa scene, not bad to lead up, also played by Chiron.
Wait,
He was-
Medusa was Chiron?
Pretty dang
Yep.
sure, because he was the only cast member that was that tall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um, pretty good lead up. And then when they actually fight,
Oh.
the conclusion to the fight is
Oh, yeah.
Percy swings his sword at one of the statues, which is a cast member just holding really still.
Except for when they're shaking a shaker egg. 'cause
Yeah,
snakes.
they gotta shake the shakes.
Got it.
And they have to do that from on stage instead of having the only 4 musicians they have do it.
Got it. Got it.
Who was shooting guns at me? Stop. Swings a sword at the shield of a statue. Loud clang. A head-like object drops to the floor. The actor playing Medusa runs off stage, and they say, "You beheaded her."
Wait, wasn't Grover like carrying him through the air for
Yeah,
no
he's like
discernible
spinning
Oh,
reason?
him around
yeah.
his head.
Yeah.
That happened.
It was a good trick.
Spinning is known to be a good trick.
Okay, so back north again. I could probably warp back.
Eat. Do you need help? You're almost entirely
Close.
reversed. Yeah!
Hey! What else we got?
Oh, God, let me look at the song titles just to remember. Oh, the song starts with just like a bunch of cast members as demigods complaining about how bad it is to be a demigod, but they're not saying it directly like, I'm a demigod and my life is bad. They're just like, my life is bad, it's terrible. And you're like, who are any of you?
It's literally, it was the It's Tough to Be a God song, but more complaining.
The Oracle.
Oh, such good potential.
Yeah.
And
Such
then
a good start.
not.
So the Oracle, they start out, I believe it was his mom's actress.
Yes,
Because she was the best performer.
Once again, best performer. We need to clarify that.
She's like
'Cause
standing.
she was fantastic.
Yeah, she's like standing on top of a platform, so she's standing above, and she's got this long white dress kind of thing on, a long skirt, and there's people under it, and who are like at points like pushing it out with their hands and like doing cool.
Creepy.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like those creepy demon things underneath her skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she sings the prophecy, and then like a line or two, like 2 lines from the end, when it gets really depressing, the skirt comes off, and you see all the campers just like sitting there
Sitting there
under
normally.
it, and she steps down and walks
Walks
away.
away.
What? Boom! We're in the next scene, and those campers are just campers.
Couldn't have a 10-second transition with the lights off.
Nope.
We have to watch the Oracle walk off stage.
Disrobe and walk off stage.
Yep.
Got it.
The Oracle, Good Kid, Killer Quest with an exclamation point.
Oh, Killer Quest.
We're gonna go on a killer quest.
Lost with an exclamation point.
They're lost in the woods of New Jersey.
And we're
We're
never
never
gonna
gonna-
get to LA.
Yay!
That was actually, I heard that line, I was like, me.
Oh no. DOA, son of Poseidon, when he...
I'm the
Turn-
son of Poseidon. Also, can we talk about Percy?
Yeah, I don't know.
When
Was he
he's
sick?
when he's speaking normally. Have you seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah. Hiccup.
He sounds like Hiccup.
He sounds like
Oh,
Hiccup.
okay.
But not in a good way.
Yeah. Like, you know the points of hiccup where you're like, you're gonna improve that
Yeah.
all the time, that.
Ouch.
Also, constantly holds his hand, like, constantly just curls himself up in any way possible, which is, like, a good performance. A good performance in, like, a movie if you're, like, a nervous character. When you're on a big Broadway-sized stage, and that's all you do the entire time, it gets... I don't know. It's not great.
No, it's not good. As a theater major,
Shall
an
attack it.
expert.
Do I bomb this? I tried to pick it up.
Yeah,
Didn't
I know.
like it.
Always try bombing everything. That's how I go through life.
Architecture destroyers.
It's not my fault.
Maybe he was just sick, because honestly, he sounded a lot better. There you go. He sounded a lot better in the recording. But I was very disappointed that they improved the pit scorpions.
Yes, and by that you mean they
Ruined
cut the pit scorpion.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the pit scorpion before?
No.
So there's a version. This show has been like, it was workshopped for a while, then taken to off-Broadway, then taken on tour. And there's a version of the workshop on YouTube in its entirety. And I highly recommend everyone to look it up. Just the Lightning Thief musical, 4 out of 4, is the video you want for the Pit Scorpion.
Amazing.
So you know, the end of the...
Oh, it's down at the bottom, isn't it?
It is.
There it is.
The end of the book, Luke is the traitor. My God.
Yeah.
My gods. And then he's like, he summons a scorpion, like it crawls out of the earth, and Percy thinks he gets it, but it stings him, and he has to drag himself back to camp hand by hand.
Is this
This
a
is
cutscene we
big.
should be quiet for?
So that's what happens in the book, and it's good. Just chew on that.
Wait, who is this small boy?
What?
Yes? Oh, it's a Kokiri! The radiator singing along.
You died?
I was gonna say, radiator or music?
Both.
Music to my ears.
I would like to return the power to my blade.
We're doing another brainwashing thing.
Don't worry about that. Not yet. I'm sure they'll feel the blood. Just have them drink this mysterious liquid, and then surely they will...
Everyone take a sip.
Yeah?
Thoughts? Discuss.
No one ever did.
Rude.
If only we had a king. How do you know that I know the king?
He's magic.
It's fair. Alright, so now we have to go find a mysterious person who plays that leaf-like instrument.
Yep.
Do we know where they are?
I hope so.
So that's how the book goes.
Yeah.
In this workshop version, Annabeth is also there for reasons.
Yeah.
And then she like disarms Luke and like shuts him away and is like, leave.
Okay.
And he goes, this isn't over. Nope. He goes, this isn't over. Nope. Well, it is for Percy. You've got something on your shoulder. Very obviously fake throwing gesture of something that is of an empty hand. Percy looks at one shoulder, grabs the other shoulder, screams ow, and collapses as the lights flash.
This isn't over. Well, it is for Percy. You got something on your shoulder. Ow!
Is it top left?
Nope. Nope. Yep. This area. Annabeth yells, Pit Scorpion! Runs over to him, goes, Ambrosia. Small pause. Seaweed brain. He wakes up, he's fine.
Scorpion! Here, Ambrosia! It'll help with the poison. Seaweed brain?
Also, just from a writing thing, how many times does she call him Seaweed Brain?
A lot.
Ugh.
In the show.
Not very few. The only one I could.
That's what I mean in the.
Yeah, it's hard to become an affectionate nickname when you only hear it said once in derision.
Yeah.
And I can only remember it being said once.
Wait.
I only remember her saying it when she signed up for the quest.
Okay, then it must be twice, because I think she says it... Wait, no, she couldn't have said it right when she meets him, because she doesn't know he's beside. Anyways, that nickname is used very rarely, and then it's meant to be a big, dramatic, sad moment.
Yeah. Listen, you read the books, so you know it's sad.
Hey.
Also, as Jojo pointed out, if you have not read the books, this show makes no sense to you.
And as Galactic Hero pointed out, as someone who has forgotten most of the books, he was having a rough time.
Anyways, I still think it's worthwhile to talk about what the show did instead of the Pit Scorpion.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
big sword fight as Luke sings about his motivations.
Mhm.
And then everyone shows up and is like, Luke, how could you do this?
Everyone's there.
Everyone is here.
Okay.
And then Luke's like, well, I'm gonna go be evil anyways. And they're like, no. And then they go. And then no one's paying attention apparently. So Luke just walks up to Percy after the sword fight and after Annabeth has disarmed him of his sword.
Got it.
Just takes out a knife and stabs him.
Just buries a blade in his chest.
Yup.
Okay.
And then it proceeds as normal. Annabeth yells Ambrosia.
Yep. As is standard Pit Scorpion
Oh, I
fare.
wasn't supposed to do that. Shoot. Can I climb up? I should be able to climb. Also, where is the music? I see it now. Are you hidden in here?
They need to turn off the waterfall.
Turn it off.
Like a light switch. Click.
Or freeze it, maybe.
It's a little more.
Intrigue.
My favorite, well, there's so many favorite moments of that song, but you have what you need equipped right now. It's my tip.
Oh.
My underrated favorite moment of
Oh, no,
Turn It Off is
Yeah.
it's a nifty little Mormon trick. We do it all the time.
Are you sure about that?
I am 1,000% positive.
Okay. Going back to the Scorpion, my favorite moment, possibly the entire show, is there are people behind us who are on the same wavelength as us.
Yes.
It was like, this is what is going on here? One of whom I think might not have read the book, because like he was asking questions to his, I assume, girlfriend or wife the whole time.
Yeah.
And then Annabeth yells Ambrosia, and then Percy starts to get up, and the guy behind me whispers, "Is he okay?" And I turn back and just go, "Yeah, he's fine." And like they just he's trying so hard not to crack up.
Oh wait, is that when the guy behind us completely lost it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was my being like, "Yep, he's fine, he's okay."
You have a very interesting record when it comes to couples and inputting little comments.
That's true. Have I told you how I caused a divorce?
Yes,
with Disney?
you
Okay.
did.
Hey, little guy.
It's a chorus.
Oh, Link, I haven't seen you in quite some time, have I? Did I add a better voice for this last time? But whatever.
Core.
I'm practicing
It
a
is a
new
core.
song for next year's ceremony, and I need privacy. It isn't any fun if everyone knows in advance what song I'll play. What? You can hear my song outside? Really? Got the grin.
Goody.
Play a little softly. No, don't play softly. Play loud for the sage. Don't you feel the blood of the sages? Oh, do I have to do the thing?
Get a little closer. I don't know if you triggered it. You're close enough now.
What is that, a conductor's baton? Are you a maestro? I guess. And as we all know, conducting...
Oh no.
That's not how that works. Probably
Dang
not.
it, that was close.
I don't know.
that not right?
Nope. Up, down, right, left.
It starts with up.
Yeah, 2 ups. I think it's right. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Thank you.
I played this game a lot.
That's impressive.
Does it go something like this? You only conducted 6 beats, as conducting works.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is this good big sub?
Aww.
What kind of a string is that? What kind of a bow is that? Wait, where's the buddy?
He's dead.
That's it. You're done now.
Is there clapping?
Yeah.
Where'd the buddy go?
What?
Who's
What-
clapping?
What's
And
happening?
This
he's
didn't
back.
happen last time. What happened? What?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
What?
I know myself now. I must leave forever.
Yeah.
It is my fate to return the power to repel evil.
Wait, what about... Have you visited the bird island yet?
Yeah, no, we did last time.
Okay.
And the brother was like, was brother or just friend? I keep forgetting.
Friend.
Okay.
She kind of views him as like a younger brother.
Right. Was just like, man, I sure hope she comes back one day. And we can't say anything else to him.
It gets sadder the next time you go back. It gets worse. Speaking of Love Never Dies. So, I'm in a production management class, a theater thing, and we have a new professor, and she was telling us about her work experience, and she goes, yeah, so I was the hiring manager for the first national tour of Love Never Dies, and I flash back to the 11 consecutive minutes we spent making fun of it, and I nearly combusted. But on my second day of class, she called it a truly bizarre piece of theater and the most ham-fisted thing she'd ever seen.
Wow! So now you can talk to her about
Yeah,
it
we
and
can
not hide
bond.
your feelings.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
How many other students in the class do you think know of the show?
They're theater students, all of them.
That's
There's nothing they
fair.
do but obsess over things like that.
That's-
There's probably some people in the class who love it.
I think they just graduated, but there was a person I know who was like
That's my
ironically
dream.
in love with Love Never Dies,
okay.
but you know.
So it's their venom.
I love Venom.
Oh yeah, that's something we realized. Is it's
Oh, yeah.
the Lightning Thief musical is basically Venom in that you don't know when you're supposed to laugh.
And I loved every second of it that I shouldn't have. Love Never Dies is going to be part of the thumbnail for this show.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you're right.
it's gotta be.
Good.
You know who it's gonna be?
The Drunken Fool!
Raoul the Drunken Fool. The Phantom calls him a drunken fool, and every once in a while, I don't know why, but I just think of that.
Oh, also, look where
Is that a boy?
Makar is on your boat.
The car?
Makar, that's your friend.
What?
He's between Red's horns.
Oh, the little guy you picked up.
Yeah!
I love him.
Oh, yeah.
He's my son.
Look at my
That's
son.
my son.
Pride
That's
is
my
not
boy.
Beautiful boy.
Baby.
boy.
Baby boy.
Looks at Medley. Also baby.
I love the little noise he makes when he walks.
Can we we just not give him up right now? Just leave and
Does
do
he
some
follow us
other
around the
stuff.
temple like Medley does?
Mhm.
Oh, then we got a whole temple
You
with
got
him
a
then.
whole temple with him.
Let's go. First try.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Okay, is this cool cutscene time or is that after the temple?
Not yet. He just kind of little cherries. And I love that here the dead sage uses it as a violin, and Makarist uses it as a cello.
Oh,
'Cause he's so tiny!
So small. But OMG is so strong.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is that for small people, violins are cellos?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
Oh, honey.
They're
No.
definitely
Small boy.
tuned
We're
the
going
same.
down together.
Yeah.
The same.
So does this
Just
mean
kinda
I
jumped
can
in.
call a cello a big violin?
Hey, are centaurs insects?
What?
What?
They've got 6 limbs. They're trisectoid. Like, they have 3 sections of their body. Think about it.
Chiron wasn't.
That's true.
Chiron had 2 legs. You have
Chiron
to
had 4
pick
limbs.
Makara
Oh,
up to
right.
go through doors.
Oh, that reminds me of a few good lines.
Few good men.
I,
The same.
I can't remember
Lightning
the
Thief
exact
had
lines,
very few good men.
but there's one where it was after Percy finds out that Grover has goat legs.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Why are you
Get
a
away from my
furry?"
son!
Why are you a furry? Yeah.
And then you have the line when Percy is asking Annabeth who her father is, and she goes, "My father is I don't remember.
Professor.
He's a professor. My mother is Athena. Sexist much?" And he goes, "No, I love girls."
That was a very good awkward middle schooler line.
Yeah, it was
I
actually
well
like-
done.
Yeah.
I would have said that at that. And I wouldn't have thought it was weird. I would have been like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to say in a
Yeah.
conversation like that.
That's how people talk.
There must be more. There must be so much more to talk about.
It just there were very few cool moments tech-wise, but one of them, the second time his pen turned into a sword,
Oh yeah, so the first time
it's so obvious.
Mr. Brunner throws him the pen, and he's like, "But this is a pen. What do you expect me to do with a?" And then Mr. Brunner drives by in his wheelchair.
You see very clearly, it's like
And, yeah,
scrabbling
Percy
in
goes,
the back.
Sword! For those watching this video who did not see me do the motion, very clearly put the pen into a little compartment in the wheelchair and took out a sword that was hidden in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, that's obviously what they did. The second time, he just like spins around, and I wasn't paying super close attention, but it looked super legit. I did not see it coming. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I can get on this, but I can't get on it while I'm. Oh. Science.
Ay, logic.
Okay. Okay, but I can't climb when I'm carrying the boy.
Can you toss him?
I tried.
Don't toss your son.
I have to. You see, because he can fly a little bit, but not enough.
Can we make him fly onto the thing?
Can I control him?
You're gonna do the line.
I have zero memory of what it is.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh!
I just have a C. Why did it say fly? Oh, it doesn't say fly when I'm doing this. Okay.
It says fly all the other times.
And that makes magic happen.
Look at
Damn
that.
right it does.
Can I open my chest?
No. Oh, it's too small for
Okay, well, I guess I gotta get the chest.
Oh, that could cheat you pretty far.
Yeah! Just one of these is 100 rupees.
Whoa.
Woo, your
That's-
face is beaming
You
with
can't,
the thought of
can't
money.
tell me what to do. You know I gotta do it to him.
A helicopter 125.
Such a good child.
Small boy.
Alright, does that undo? No, it does not.
Oh,
So,
he's so
this is the best part of the whole game.
cute. We want more of that Makar content.
But I'm not heavy enough. How do I get Link back up here?
Okay.
Take, for time's sake, you want Makar to be over on the other side.
Okay.
Link can make his own way across, flight-wise.
Ah, yes. I have that ring I ripped off of a Korok's body.
Oh.
What?
What?
Amazing.
Oh, that can't be right.
You can jump.
You're right. You even told me that earlier. Do la la la.
For some reason, my brain auto-corrected that to La La Land. I was like, why?
Not the same.
It's the year of our Lord 2019. Do we still care about La La Land? Oh. To safety, Makar!
Can't be near this. Good.
Oh.
Good. Good work.
Good job, Link.
Good. Good. Stop jumping. And just do normal stabs. Surely there's a better way to do this.
There is.
It's been a while. Surely there's more. We can't be done with Lightning Thief talk already.
It's only been like half an hour. I'm literally trying to think through scene by scene now. It's just the book, so. Oh,